Hey, what's up YouTube? It's h.a.t coming at you with a dual video. I'm going to be playing um, Galaxy Cybers. I almost called it Artifact Galaxy Cyber. Um, so I got a couple of requests to update this deck, so I showed, I think it was about maybe a 3-minute preview of a different build which I'm not using now. I decided to actually change it. And yeah, this is just where it doesn't match. I'm still testing it and still trying to find the right balance. Here, I actually like something Curie banded first. So that's okay. Compulsory, okay. Unless he's on OTK, I don't think he should have done that. I'm tempted to go in for Infinity right now because he's using compulsory, which tells me that he probably hasn't got warning. Or we could have bottomless, maybe torrential. I think he would have torrential before using compulse. So the only card which I'm worried about is bottomless. I don't think he has that, so it's probably like an MST face down. So I'm willing to just go in here in the spot. So yeah, I'll discard that and special summon soldier. Activate his effect. I mean, actually, come to think of it, he could have something like Venus Chain. It's possible, or maybe even Vanities or something like that. But I want to be 2 cards if he has Vanities, so I don't mind having 4 in the graveyard. Yeah, he says fine. He's probably got an MST face down, I guess. I could add Wizard and use Wizard next turn, but I've still got a Curie Band in my hand, which I've got to normal summon, so I prefer to go for another special summon. And I'll just ditch the Cyber Dragon in my hand. Special summon a second. The only card which I'm expecting in there is maybe Bottomless. Be a shame if he has that. It's probably got no response, so I'll just overlay here. Yeah, that's the effect to add, which is once my turn. Quite clearly the first effect is not once per turn. He says okay. Yeah, I don't expect him to have anything that can stop Nova apart from maybe Bottomless. There's no point in making Castellan Pleiades in the spot, so I'll go for Nova. And I'll try to use my F. I laugh if we just turned over one of the random like crap hole cards. Anyway, I'll go for Cyber Dragon and I'll go for Infinity. I really expect that's an MST face down. A bit of a cold. I could set something to try and bait it out to get a negation, but I doubt he'll do that. He'll probably wait for his turn and then flip the MST face up. And I'd rather hold on to Raigeki and Snatch still, so I'll just attack. Yeah, attack with Infinity. His face down could be like a Deep Prism or Nerve Force as well. Again, something which probably couldn't stop Nova Summon. Using Compulsive, I probably wouldn't have done it because it sort of revealed what his face down was. So I probably wouldn't have done that. I would have just let Curie Bandit go off. And Compulse is quite a valuable card, especially against this deck. He could have just bounced back on Nova later on during the duel, and it would have been really big. So I think he kind of wasted it there. Yeah, it's actually at 2500 attack. The question is whether I should actually absorb Cyber Dragon to go up to 2700. So after negate I'll be at 2500, and that depends on how many monsters at 2400 he probably has. Unless he's playing heroes or some weird monarch deck, which you could probably go over this quite easily. I'm not even stone for. Yeah, okay, that's the right one. Yeah, there's pretty much no point in overlaying. I think he'll be able to go over Infinity quite easily, so I'll just end turn. Almost always when I summon this card, my opponent will have a Snatch Stills or Raigekis, two of the cards which I actually have in my hand. Sometimes I'm almost tempted to just let Raigeki go off because he's playing Yosenju's. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Galaxy Cyclone is really good against that deck. Really good. Come on. Yeah, here he scoops. I'm guessing he didn't have the counter trap face down because he could have used that to negate Nova. I probably would have actually let him normal summon again, and then I would have negated whatever he tried to XYZ into just in case he had a counter trap. In terms of what to side, Bombless is really good against them, but it's not really necessary for me to side that in against them. What's probably better is Mind Crush. Creature Swap is terrible, I need to take that out. Compulse is terrible. Shared Ride is kind of okay. I don't think that's worth siding. Book of Moon is good to keep the monsters on the field, so bounce it back. Wind Creeper sucks because if you equip it, they'll just bounce back. DD Royal Lady also sucks. Yuki Usagi is actually quite good because it destroys them, and you don't really need to worry so much about negated effects as long as you get a really good one on the field. Denko Seko is really good on keeping that. Honest is quite good. Real Force is good against them. He's telling me to hurry, but I've got a lot of cards I want to take out. Snatch Still was terrible against them. And actually that's it, I'll just side those two. Yeah. It didn't actually take me too long to side there. I don't know what he was rushing me about. Normally it takes players like a few minutes to side. I'm hoping he opens up with a spell card and a face down, because I've got side right now. Yeah, that doesn't look like a very good hand for him if he's setting free. Yosenju is quite a good deck, I would say. In terms of its matchup, I'd probably say it's slightly in their favour. When you look at the effects, and this is why Cyber Dragon and Core as well requires a monster on your opponent's side of the field in order to special summon a Cyber Dragon, either itself or from the deck with Core. And with no monsters, it's pretty difficult to get that effect off. I will activate Cyclone. I'll blind 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that one. Hopefully it's not continuous because I'm gonna hit that with this next time. Or if it is, hopefully it's at least a feed the stream or something. I have torrential, nice. Yeah, one more summon first. Repair Plant. Let's hope he doesn't have Mind Crush. That would be absolutely horrendous if he has that. We'll add Repair Plant. I highly doubt he plays Deep Prison, but if he did, it would be absolutely devastating considering my hand. And I've got Honest as well, so I don't really feel like poking, and I don't feel like using Torrential either. Especially if he has an MST face down now. I don't want to just blind it. I want to actually hit his really good cards. Tenki, that's fine. Oh, what's us? Oh yeah, this is Roman's tributes, I believe. Can't use that effect because he doesn't control Yosenju training cloud. Banish this card, this turn you can normal summon. Yeah, that doesn't matter either. What's this again? Oh yeah, the bounce. Yep. So, I'll probably try and destroy this one, I think. 1700. Let's see. Yeah, so what was the point of activating this card? He's gonna have to destroy it. It's a tuner. I don't understand what the point of activating this card was. Yeah, it looked like he messed up. So that's going to return to the hand, and I have no card, so we can't activate that effect. So that'll destroy itself. Yeah, that didn't really seem worth it. Draw. A core. It's not the best draw. Let's see here. These two face downs aren't really aggro cards, they're probably actual back row. Maybe an MST, I think. I could set a repair plant and try to bait it out. Yeah, if I normal summon core and add a repair plant, I'm definitely going to set it in order to bait out his MST. What I really need is a Galaxy Soldier. Could keep all of my cards in discard during the end phase, but I don't think that's a very optimal thing to do, so I'm going to normal summon core again, activate the effect, and I'll add my last repair plant, and hope the god he doesn't have Mind Crush. I'm not going to poke, because if I poke now it contradicts me not attacking last turn, so I'm just going to set this and then turn. A few blind spaces. Yep. I don't see why he's normal summoning this card and this is going to use for effect. He could have just kept this card in his hand and not revealed it. One, bounce this again, which is fine. That's another 1700. This is kind of why I like Fiendish chaining into his deck, and my Mirror Force is quite good. Because they like to normal summon loads of monsters and attack. It's got 0 attack. Oh, is it Beast Warrior? Wait, hold on a second. This card doesn't actually bounce itself. According to what I'm reading here. Dear oh dear, don't tell me he really cheated. Oh dear. Well, that could have changed everything. I hoped that the card which he set this turn isn't something like a warning, otherwise that's pretty lame. I'm gonna special summon Cyber Dragon, clearly. I'll ask him, that's fine. Could always bonus or something. I always like to ask my opponent for a response when I play this deck, because oftentimes they'll have a card where it stops your play, but intuitively you wouldn't quite use it yet. And if you just continue without asking for a response, they'll ask you to backtrack and then use their card and pretty much know what you you would have done. So it's a good task for response. Yeah, here it's pretty simple, just normal summon Dry or Dre. Ask its for its effect, increasing its own level. I actually don't expect this play to go through. I expect him to have a response like all the time here. I could go for play these and when he responds, oh I actually can't, sorry. That's something about Cyber Dragon Dre or Dry. When you activate its effect, you can only summon machine types. So Wind-Up Zen Mayo is an option, and so is the Chronomery rank 5. He definitely has a response here. Yep, that was pretty obvious. And I will activate this, and we'll go for a real play. It's a real shame because he wouldn't have had this pulse last turn, so it looks like it didn't matter. We'll discard for special summon Soldier. We use his effect. We have 2 repair plants, so I really don't care if he has something to stop this. And we'll have 2 core in the graveyard as well, which is absurd. So yeah. Go for a Soldier. And we'll discard the second core. Summon our second Soldier. We can still already summon machine types because of Dry. So we'll overlay for our Nova, which he sent back. See if he has a response to this. We'll use its effect. Some would just go for Infinity here, but if he has a good response to this, then he probably has a response to its effect either. So we'll summon Cyber Dragon, the regular one back, and we will put Infinity on top. And we'll use its effect to absorb that. Yeah, it looks like he's probably playing a bad build of Yosenju. I don't think I've ever seen this card before when I played them, and I've played them quite a bit. I think I've played them at least coming up to 10 times, and I've never seen them play this card. They normally play for Training Ground, which is actually quite good. Tornado just seems like a really bad card. It really doesn't know what it does. Just what it absorbs. Okay, and we'll pretty much swing in. Prison on the Cyber Dragon. Should I negate that? No, I don't really care about that. It's fine. Prison. Now that will obviously negate. Yeah, this is pretty much a wrap. He already has 1 card in hand, draw into 2, so I don't even think it's necessary to set Torrential Tribute. Because at most, what can he really do? He can Raigeki, Snatch Steal, or do something to force me to negate, and then that's pretty much it. So, took the 2500, so that's it, and 10. Plus, if he Snatch Steals this, it's not a problem. Just banish core, special summon another core, and contact fuse into the Chimera attack. So, yeah, Infinity is really not a. Oh yeah, he has this in hand. Definitely can't do anything. Yeah, see here, he was meant to ask for a response because I might actually want to negate this guy. And there are obviously rank 4s which go over me. Gemini Paul, which I doubt he plays anyway, but for our cards, yeah, I'll highlight him and negate. I would have done so anyway, it doesn't matter. As soon as he said he's going for his effect, I would have done so. And he knows that. So yeah, this should be game. We'll use both effects because we have multiples. Should I put dry back? Sometimes it can get a little bit tricky here. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that back. I think I'm tempted to put soldier back actually. I think I will put soldier back. And search another soldier. And this is why I kept Galaxy Zero in the deck, because I originally removed it. And I removed it because it's such a bad card to draw for going first. Or sorry, in your opening hand, it's such a terrible card to draw. But in situations like this, it can seem a bit win more, but it's actually pretty good and quite necessary. What I would have done here is just gone for Wizard. Should leave the duel. Normal Summon Wizard, Tribute Wizard, which gets Galaxy Zero, which you use, and you bring back Galaxy Soldier, and from here you overlay these two into whatever you want. So probably would have gone for something like this, and obviously Raichu maybe not have used Nova's effect. I mean, it is war damage, so I guess you would probably use its effect. So you'd use Nova to bring back Dry. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I don't think it was a very competitive duel because my opponent didn't seem to really have a good build of Yosenju, which is actually quite a good deck, and the effect to return to the hand is quite effective against Cyber Dragons. But I hope you can see how this build plays. It's quite a bit different from pure Cyber Dragons. It's much more related to the h.a.t Cyber Galaxy deck which I had before. I feel like this build is more consistent with the mathematicians and stuff like that. You probably didn't actually get to see it, but actually you probably did when I looked inside of my deck. But what I'm trying to say basically is that I think this deck is more consistent and a bit more balanced than pure Cybers, which is pretty much just OTK or go home. This deck has a bit more longevity. It can make Infinity somewhat easier, I guess, but more importantly, it's just way more consistent. The Power Bond plays and stuff like that. I've beaten someone before because Power Bond is sort of like a double-edged sword, and they can run out of resources really quickly once they use Power Bond from their hand. I mean, when they fuse from their hand with Power Bond. But anyway, I'm rambling on and talking a bit too much. I am going to make a deck profile on this sooner or later, so look forward to that. I'm just trying to work out a perfect balance. Until then, this is Yosenju signing out, and have a nice day.